Hello again and welcome to another edition of the Short Player Profiles. I am your host, the Fantasy Football Joker at Jack Lusney. Make sure that you are following me on Twitter. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe this video. And make sure that you go to fantasyfootballadviceforum.com. That's at FF Advice Forum on Twitter. But fantasyfootballadviceforum.com, it is only $28 a year. And now with my exclusive code Joker420, you can get 10% off. If you are a beginning fantasy football content creator and you are looking for a place, a community to join where you can also post your own articles and your own stuff that you're trying to get out there and work on, then make sure you go and sign up with my exclusive code Joker420 ASAP. Today, Short Player Profiles, we are going with Q is for Quentin Johnston. Thank you, Quentin Johnston, just for being drafted so that I had someone to talk about that was relevant for fantasy football, whose name started with Q. Not only is he relevant, I actually really love Quentin Johnston. I like his size. I like his skill set. He's a similar-ish to Keenan Allen, who's on the same team. Now, obviously, coming into that team, there's a lot of mouths to feed. You obviously already have Keenan Allen and Mike Williams established as the wide receiver 1 and 2. You have a receiving running back in Austin Eckler, who's going to catch a lot of passes. You have a competent tight end even in Gerald Everett, who is normally going to catch about 50 balls for 500 yards and 5 touchdowns. So there are definitely a lot of skill players already there. But what we've seen before in the past, and it's been for multiple seasons now, is neither Keenan Allen nor Mike Williams have shown the propensity or the ability to stay healthy and stay on the field. Look, NFL football is a brutal sport. I couldn't stay on the field, so I'm not blaming them, but I'm just saying they have lacked for availability the last couple of seasons. And that is definitely where I could see Quentin Johnston taking advantage and making a big leap, because I definitely think he's going to be able to beat out, the Jalen Guytons and Joshua Palmers of the world. And he is going to clearly establish himself as the wide receiver 3. There's already good buzz coming out of training camps and off seasons about the connection from Herbert to Quentin Johnston. So in Dynasty, it's a smash pick. I love him going forward. I think I'm starting to like him even over Jordan Addison, who's also a very skilled player and could potentially develop into the wide receiver 2 for that team. You could say he already is over KJ Osborne. But I really like the connection that Herbert is establishing with Quentin Johnston. And I think that in terms of red zone targets and touchdowns, which is where you're really going to get your fantasy meat from, especially in, when you're doing your best ball. If you took Herbert, instead of trying to reach on Keenan Allen and Mike Williams for the stack, get the easy Quentin Johnston stack. I think it's just so valuable, and he's going in around the same range as Zay Flowers, who I also like. But again, I see a path, and especially with like I mentioned with Keenan Allen and Mike Williams showing that they will probably miss games. I really like the path and potential for Quentin Johnston to have a nice rookie season, and especially when it's down the stretch into your fantasy playoffs for him to really be burning right around that time. Thank you so much as always for joining. Once again, fantasyfootballadviceforum.com. Go sign up. Use the code Joker420. Get yourself 10% off. And make sure that you like, comment, subscribe this video, and follow me on Twitter, as well as at FF Advice Forum on Twitter. Have yourselves a wonderful day.